And we are live here tonight. I don't know if you can see our screen. I'm just going to log into Facebook quickly myself here on the side to see if you can see us. I hope you can. Jean, do you want to say hi to the people just so they know I'm not the only one here tonight?
Yes, good evening. We are here to see what has happened in the market on the shares that we have discussed last week. We will also look at some shares that we have an eye on for next week. Given the fact that we are at the background of having this virus, the coronavirus, affecting everything worldwide. It's not the first time that this has happened. It is serious though. I think speaking to some people, they say the best event that was more or less similar was the SARS outbreak in 2003. So, yeah, anyway. So, here we are. And I hope you had a good week.
So I believe all people can see us, which is awesome. You can see the screen. Yes, you can't see us lovely, pretty faces tonight.
No.
But we are talking trading tonight, so we are looking at the charts.
Yeah, we decided to share some charts. Now, it was an incredible week. I must say, on the one side, it's a tragic week with the coronavirus, just for so many people being affected. So yes, we do think about that, and then we also look at how we are affected by it in our trading strategy then. So I think if you are exposed to anything happening in China, then definitely your investments would be affected. But so far, our shares that we have looked at actually done very well in the last 5 days. So if I start with the one that we have looked at before, and that is Brown & Brown, we've looked at this one before, and I have entered this one on the 18th of December. And last week I said it is going to report some earnings on Monday. It did that on Monday. This is the chart that I have that I'm showing you from investing.com. You can also open perhaps your screens on those. If you go to investing.com.
Remember, this will be available live. The recording will be available for you to watch on later on again.
This is a free website which you can access. It gives you very good information. So yeah, we have entered this one on the 18th of December at $39 more or less, and it has now closed on Friday at $44.90. So what has happened? Well, the earnings came out very, very good, and it jumped 8% on Tuesday, and it is busy with a little consolidation there. So we're up on that one at around about 14% at the moment. Not bad for how much is a month and about a month and a half trading. So we're quite pleased with that, and it will probably take a little bit of time to consolidate, and we'll see where it will go from there. But a very good trade so far, and it was a great entry on the Brown & Brown, which is a insurance company. Then next one we have looked at last week was also a share on the New York Stock Exchange, the TransAlta Corporation, which is an electric selling company, or electricity selling company, I must say, and they do that globally, mostly in Canada, the US, and Australia. We have seen over the week, on Thursday, it broke out above the 740 mark, and it has come back, tested that 740 mark. Ideally, we would like it to go past 750, but we'll see. If it passes the high of Thursday, then and it closes above the high of Thursday, this would be definitely a stock to watch and to see where that one is going. So yes, just to say, when I see we are looking at them, and this is I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just looking at charts. I'm just telling you what we look at, and why we're looking at them. So this is again a company that is not really affected by the outbreak of the coronavirus. If you can see, the whole week it has increased in price, so it wasn't affected at all by this coronavirus. So it is a good investment. On Thursday also, we can see on the chart the increase in volume. So it looks like we're having a fairly good breakout here, but we'll have to watch and see if that support at 742 or 740 will hold.
Can I just say, when you do the Wealth Infusion course, we will show you exactly what the entry and exit points are, what the trigger points are during the course itself.
Yes, yeah. It's this is what we're looking at. When I say we're looking at something, we're normally waiting for entry signal. This is on its way to that signal. On the Brown and Brown one, we have entered because it gave us that signal. We've entered, and we're in profit at the moment. So that is good. We have, I mean, on that TransAlta Corporation one, the Friday bar is a sort of a doji, so which is market indecision. So we'll have to see how it responds in the week that comes. If it breaks past that 750 mark, I think we may look at around about the $9 mark in like a few months' time. So that is that's a TransAlta Corporation. So that's another good one. Actually, see, not affected by what's happening in the markets at the moment. Another one that we have looked at was a biotech company, and that is called Altreca. And very interesting share, this one. I would really, I want to come back later to Altreca just to show you something else. But yes, here we have it. It launched back in July in 2019, and it's around about at the price where it opened at 1838. We see there was a strong surge the previous week, and then last week it sort of consolidated and started to build a support level there at 1838. And if you look at chart patterns, that it also looks like a pennant, which is a continuation pattern, but we'll see what happens. I will come back to this one just before we close, just to show you something else on this B-cell one. So this is a biotech one. They are making and investing in developing cancer treatments. that is quite life-changing. So now that is, oh yeah, there was one other stock that we looked at, and that was a gold stock, the B2Gold Corporation, also listed on the New York Stock Exchange. It sort of just held in consolidation there, just bouncing between about 415 to 430 roundabout, and we'll see the gold price has increased, obviously, because of the drama that's happening in the world. People like to use gold as a security, yes, measure. So I think this will also affect the price of B2Gold. So again, it hasn't dropped in price. It is more or less, it started on 432 last week. It's and it is still at 432. So it has just maintained, but it is on an uptrend and has increased in volume, and we'll see what the next week brings, if we should enter into that one. So that is what we have and what we looked at
last week.
Yes, so we can see a lot of things, actually good things. One is that we had increase in the shares that we are holding. We have also seen that the stock that we are looking at has not been affected by the coronavirus, and that is, you have to just have an eye on the bigger market and just to see what the market is doing, and if we are actually positioning ourselves correctly and to minimize our risk as much as possible. Right, so
talking about risk, we also talk about risk management in our course.
Yes, yeah, definitely. I think that is why most people are not successful in trading, is because they do not want to think about the risk. Obviously, there is risk with trading, but so is there risk anyway. If you want to invest money, there will be risk. We try to minimize our risk as much as possible, and that's what we try to show also in this broadcast that we have. So next week, let us see. Something that has caught my eye is a company. I'll just get it up at the. Livent Corporations or Livent Corporation. It's currently trading at $9.41. It closed Friday at $9.41. I'm continuing with a theme of under $25 shares this week as well. Last week we have done it under 25. This is also under 25. This one comes in at $9.41. It closed at on Friday, and it is, if you look back to the beginning of May of last year, there was a big price drop, and we have just broken that high or low that it had formed then. So it is interesting to watch to see. It has now actually broken above the high on the 8th of May 2019. It was around about $9.12. It has now closed at $9.41. So it looks like it wants to break out. So when it does that, I think we are looking to go. Our first target probably would be around about $11, and then it can go even higher. Now, this group is in the basic material sector, and it's producing performance lithium compounds. Now, if you think just what is happening at the moment, there are more and more electric cars being built. Also, Tesla prices is going higher and higher, and they have to build more and more cars. GM is in on the game as well, and so is every other manufacturer as well, and motor manufacturer. So this is definitely lithium, and all sorts of other batteries. They also use the lithium that they produce in some medical products. So we see there's quite a wide use of the product that they are doing. So this is something to watch. It's just lifting its head there above the 912 mark, as I said. Just so this one is one to look at, and it may give us an entry signal soon. Last 5 days it increased 3%, and in the last month the price increased 10%. So we see it's on the up. It is on a steady trend upwards, and that is what we're looking at. We do like to join with a trend, and especially if the trend is going up, because that is where we want to go. So we want to see it close above there, so that we can above the 940 and going higher, and then we may enter. Ideally, the best way to see this is you draw a line on the 912 mark roundabout, and then to see that it come back and test that line. It might have done that already on Friday with Friday's bar, but there may be a few more following the 910 mark, and once that is proven to be a support, this will I think the next stop will be around about $11. So not a bad one to keep our eye on and see where this one is going to take us. Right, so then the next one we're looking at for next week is a company called TFS Financial Corporation, listed on the NASDAQ. It's a little bit of a strange one, but it's on the up. It has a long-term uptrend. It is in the financial sector, and it does its business as retail consumer banking. So basically, this is just a bank that are doing, and they obviously just do commercial banking, do mortgage loans, personal loans, all that type of thing. So if the economy is strong in America, then this one will do well as well. So we see there's quite a big jump on Friday. It has increased in the last 5 days by 3%. So it is on up. Now it also end on Friday with a doji, which means market indecision. So the market will first test that. I expect the market will test this level of the 2040 mark roundabout. It has been there before. That was around about 26th of November. It has reached this 2043 mark as well. Then a dividend was paid, and price sort of took a dip. Just to say, talking about dividends, this one is incredible. It has a dividend yield of 5.9%. So just by holding this stock, and it is on an uptrend, it pays dividends every 4 months, and we can see the last dividend it paid was 27 cents, 5.29 dividend yield on this share. So we'll see what happens with this one. It has higher volume, broke out on higher volume, and we'll see if it holds that 2043 market, 2040 level. The market's not sure yet what it wants to do there. It tested upwards, tested downwards, and it ended up just on that level. We'll see on Monday where this one is going. And so, yes, so this is quite a nice one to look at in the financial sector. Also, we've seen the last 5 days, it has not been affected, even in the last 10 days, not been affected by the coronavirus outbreak. So this is also something to watch out for. Now, I want to go back to that B-Cell or Altrica company. While I was preparing for tonight,
Did you swap screens? Tabs might be that I won't see that.
Okay, let me go back. I'll go back to B-Cell on the screen. Okay. I'm told that I shouldn't switch tabs.
Oh yes.
Anyway, I can't show you because I only saw this on a different chart. If you log into the cnbc.com website, you'll see if you put in B-Cell in the search bar, that you get a day-end price, which in this case is 18.38, and then you also get an after-hours price. Now, on CNBC, it shows that after hours, this stock shot up 10.22%. That it's now sitting at $20.40, around about there. So that is what has happened after the market closed. I am not sure what has happened there, because the expected dividend, expected earnings date for this company was around about, nobody's really sure, but it was around about the 11th of February. So I don't know if it was moved forward. It definitely, nobody said anything about that, or maybe the FDA has approved another phase of this company's production. So because they are in the biotech industry, so this is something to watch for and see if it has. Because we can see that the previous high when it started out was around about the 1995, say let's say the $20 mark. So it has now crossed that $20 mark. So if it finds the $20 as a support, then this one is going for, I would say, $35 in the next maybe next quarter. It's really motoring this one. So just very interesting. This week we have had a very good result from Brown & Brown. We have this interesting, we have seen that all the shares we are looking at and have looked at was not affected by the global calamity called the coronavirus. So we are well positioned, and we'll see what holds this week. I'm really looking forward to see what everything that is going to happen, and then we'll meet you again next week to see where we are and how we will trade next week out.
And this is where I take over. So just quickly, I have gone to significanttrading.com. You know that you could schedule your free discovery call with Sean. Click on the link and you can talk to Sean in person. You could also download the top 10 trading mistakes. And then, of course, if you go to the Wealth Infusion, in this course, we will show you exactly how to read the charts, what to see, the 8 modules that is set up and run, and how to run your profitable trades. And you can see everything that you get with that, all the different bonuses, and the one-time only price of $497. Just quickly, have a go and have a look. But from us at Significant Trading, we want to say it was really good to spend time with you again today.
Yes, thank you. And hope you have a fantastic week.
And we will see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.